Hey, Mark here. I want to go over hazards on the Susquehanna River. This probably won't encompass every hazard you're gonna maybe come into contact with, but I think it will be a good effort to try to put some out there. Um, uh, uh, I guess this is not going to be chronological order on worst to least or anything. I'm just going to start throwing them out. Dams. Dams can be a hazard. I think it's Holtwood has a 60-foot drop off. Uh, you just have to be aware of where the dams are and when to pull off and portage around them. Mo- Most of the big dams are very well marked, so you won't miss that. I found the ones uh, in the north, in New York especially, not marked well at all when I paddled through those sections. Unless you're paying attention or listening, I can see somebody going over something like some of those, especially like Oneana comes to mind. That damn, uh, some of the other ones, yeah. Um, so yeah, you just want to be diligent, and really it's about doing your homework most of all, and looking at your maps and just being aware of where you're at paddling. Uh, Sometimes you get your head stuck in the map instead of looking around because you just want to be aware. You don't want to miss all the scenery, but you do want to be alert. Let's see. Uh, Rapids. Yeah. So my brother-in-law and I paddled the whole Susquehanna without tipping once in the water. But that doesn't mean that we didn't get swamped a few times. Some of the rapids sneak up on you. Sometimes they could be worse than others, depending on water level and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, you just want to be aware. I got hung up on some rocks, almost went over, got sideways in my kayak. How I didn't fall over, I don't know. It was a miracle. Uh, I had maybe one or two times other than that uh, I was praying real hard. I thought it was the end, but and I don't want to make it sound like the Susquehanna has such wicked rapids, but sometimes you get in a situation you're like, I don't feel comfortable, so pay attention to the rapids. Um, Storms, fortunately for me and my brother-in-law, we kind of just section paddled, so we picked a lot of good days to paddle on. I mean, we paddled through light rain and some thunder, but nothing critical. So, but you don't want to be on the water when the lightning's booming, for sure. Let's see, uh, boat traffic. Uh, I For some reason, I don't know, motor boats, and I'm not trying to trash them, but I don't know, maybe it's a respect thing, but they seem not to pay a lot of attention to kayaks sometimes. So there are a few times we got blasted, and the further south you go, the bigger the Susquehanna gets. So you just want to be careful. And it's good to have a paddle that's yellow instead of black, so they can see you, or have something on your kayak that is noticeable. So you want to be, people's one. We were fortunate. Met a lot of nice people in the Susquehanna. I think I only had one incident where somebody got a little frisky, and it was because there was an accident where a person had drowned, and they were looking for him. So yeah, that'd be one. And they were just like, "What are you doing on the water?" And we're like, "We're paddling the Susquehanna." So, anyways, uh, so people, one of my concerns was somebody sitting on a bank shooting BB guns or something at me, but it's not. I wasn't breaking a sweat about it. It's something to be observant about. Um, Animals, there are poisonous snakes from New York through Pennsylvania. Not a lot, but I didn't see a ton of snakes, but I did see a few. Uh, and one looked pretty darn scary. I'm not a snake person, so uh, I stay away from that stuff. Snapping turtles, I think not that you should be concerned. Most of the turtles, they jump right in the water when you paddle anywhere close to them. But at the beginning of a Goodyear lake, I saw a wicked big turtle. It was crazy big. So those are a few of the things that I just be observant about as you're paddling. I hope this sparks some interest or ideas. But thanks. Bye.